Welcome, everybody, to the Shadowed City podcast. I present to you the Shadows Within, and I am your host, Larry. Happy 4th of July, everybody. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. And let me tell you, we got a whole bunch of stuff written down. We just had a card from Mr. Jack Graves. Jack Graves put on IZW Breakout today, and it was an impressive show. If you missed it, please go check it out. You don't want to miss it. Jack Graves been rebranding himself from KCW to IZW now, and look at the path that he's taken. This is what he used to go by originally before he went to KCW, but then now he's on his own in IZW yet again, and he is welcome to come on the show and discuss the matches, as he had 5 matches for today's card, and it was banger after banger after banger. Let me tell you, none of y'all would want to miss it. And if you did, welcome, sir.
Welcome. What's up?
Nothing much, sir. Happy 4th of July.
You too.
Got any fun plans for tonight?
No, not really.
Gonna light off fireworks?
Yeah, I might go see some downtown a little bit.
Nice. You had an impressive show today. 5 matches on the card.
Yeah, a little show, but it wasn't too bad.
Hey, even them short, I love kind of like them shows that kind of have like a few matches, because it just gets us prepared for what is to come with the next show, possibly more, or if not more, less. You know what I'm saying? Like, even less is sometimes best.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now, you kicked off the night with Eddie Walker versus Rusty Steele. Am I correct?
Yep.
What did you think about the matchup, and what do you have to say about both competitors?
I don't know. That match actually kind of surprised me. I mean, I don't know if maybe Eddie had too much to smoke or what, because he wasn't fighting like himself tonight.
Eddie has been on a roll, and Eddie has had his fair few of losses. In 3-Dub right now, he has this thing going against this guy Roscoe. Every time he's getting for a title, like, he gets the opportunity, then when it comes to the title match, Eddie just loses. But Eddie he's not going to whine about it or complain. He always comes back for more, and he loves a good fight, and he got himself a good fight tonight against the victorious Rusty Steele.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Rusty Steele, he is relatively new, yes?
Yep, that was his debut.
Well, that it was an impressive debut, and that was not the only debut that we saw, which we shall get to later on, as we saw Merkel versus Katie and Genius in Genius Kingdom, and Genius Kingdom walked away with a count-out victory in somewhat of a controversial fashion. What do you have to say?
Yeah, that I was really voting for Merkel, but I mean, a win's a win, I guess, and whether she's win or not.
That is very true, sir. And you have been in the ring with Urkel and KD, and I believe you've also been in the ring with Genius. I believe the only one you have not met in the ring is Medea.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Who knows? We might see a Medea versus Jack Graves one day.
That could happen.
Next up was your underground matchup of the night, as one of your champions, Red Mane. And if I'm not mistaken, he is the Crossfire champion, yes?
Yep.
And he took on Mr. PG, who made his debut, and this was a non-title underground match, and PG walked away victorious, and I'm assuming earning himself a shot at the title.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You're gonna beat the main champion. Yeah, you definitely earned your shot.
Most definitely. And PG does not seem like he's someone to be taken lightly. I don't know much about this man, PG. Where did you find him? What brought you to hire him?
Well, the guy actually came to me and showed his interest, and I'm always willing to give somebody a shot. They want to get in that ring, the land of the extreme. You got to be ready at all times.
That is most definitely true. And freaking IZW will continue to grow. As I was telling the people earlier, you used to go under the KCW banner, but before you even under KCW, you were under IZW. You went to KCW, started working for them, but then you broke back off on your own to create Crossfire and Breakout.
Yep.
Next up was a battle royal, 8-woman battle royal, as Nina Schmidt versus Jen versus FMJ versus Sylvia Knight versus Amaya Bryant versus Christina Palmer versus Artemis versus Taylor Griffin, with Taylor Griffin walking out victorious, eliminating Nina Schmidt, I believe was the last person she did.
Yes.
So does Taylor, plus you said she earned a shot at the women's title. Which one?
She could either go for the Women's Crossfire Championship or she could go for the Bloodlust Championship.
Yes. Ah, yes, you and Eddie share a Bloodlust Championships on your brand.
Yes, sir.
Next up was the main event of the night. As you are also a VCW champion, you walked in with your belt. Bullet walked in with his belt, but Bullet didn't walk out with his belt. You walked out with his belt, resulting in a double champion. Well, how do you feel, and what do you have to say to Bullet and the rest of the contenders that want to step up to you?
Well, as far as Bullet goes, you don't mess with somebody that's part of the Red Bulls. He got the boot because he couldn't hang, and he got sour about it. So I had to take care of business.
And you stand on business, and you are a ruthless competitor, and you have faced many. Is there somebody you're hoping to face, or another goal you're hoping to achieve with this belt?
I mean, there's probably a lot of people that I wouldn't mind facing, but one goal that I haven't gone for yet, which I'm sure will come in the future, is I want that Crossfire Championship.
Oh, what's drawing you to that one?
It's just a really beautiful title. I mean, don't get me wrong, my new title like this one today is a badass looking title, but something about that Crossfire Championship that catches my eye.
And hey, who knows? Maybe if PG, after his shot, you might be facing PG for that belt. Who knows? Or maybe it could be the champ that you're facing that's currently the champ. You never know.
Anything possible.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes. And do you have anything else you would like to tell us, maybe possibly regarding the next show that you would like to let the people know about?
Yeah, well, with the PLE coming up on the 15th, all I gotta say is everybody, but any of the champions best be ready. All titles are on the line. It's gonna get bloody.
You're going to have a match card out for it, yes?
Yep.
Perfect. Wonderful. Would love to see that and would love to do a prediction and review show on it. And that is really all I had at this moment for you, sir. And if there's anything else you'd like to tell us, or if anything you'd like to get off before you get off here, I'll be on here a little bit more talking about other wrestling shows. If you would like to stay on here and join, you're welcome to.
All right. Well, whoever sees this, if you're not a part of the show and you're interested, feel free to hit Eddie or me up, and we can get you started. There's still some room on the roster.
Most indeed. ICW is growing every single day. And yes, sir. And thank you for joining us, and we'll be happy for the next time when you come on.
Absolutely. We'll see you again soon.
That was the guest, Mr. Jack Graves himself. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, things are just heating up as we are getting to these matches of the match cards for wrestling events around. Please go check out ICW for the EFED community. Great stuff. Now we move forward to the pro wrestling stuff with Championship 1 Wrestling holding Justice for All tomorrow on July 5th. Also, Bash at the Brew 54 on July 5th, tomorrow. And also, I have that interview with Sweet Caramel Lightning. Please stay tuned for that. ACCW goes live July 5th, which is tomorrow. Today, Urban Combat Wrestling goes live with Freedom Ain't Free. Now there are more matches announced, possibly, that I may have to get to. I will go check it, and I'll possibly do another live later when I go live with Mr. AJ Scott. Hold on. And that is really what I have at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for those shows tomorrow. I will possibly do another live later to go over some cards, especially Urban Combat Wrestling's Freedom Ain't Free. Stay tuned for the EFED action. Stay tuned for the pro wrestling action. And have a great 4th of July. Peace out.